Welcome to DIY for Homeowners by Mother Daughter Projects. I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki, and today we're doing a little cleaning.
So this company called SuperClean actually reached out to us a little while back, and they asked if they could send us some products to check out, and we did. We wanted to check them out to see if they were something that were worthwhile sharing, and we've actually been really impressed with them. And so that's why today we're going to show you 7 items we have found that gets super clean with these products. And this is not a sponsored project, but we used it and we found it was very valuable. And you know I love the purple on this, so that really spoke to me. But it does clean, it does a good job as well.
It does do a good job.
And stay tuned to the end because we actually are partnering with SuperClean to do a giveaway, and it's going to be a collection of products that we'll be giving away. We'll share about that at the end of this video. All right, Mom, what's the first thing?
First up, one of the toughest places I think is to clean is in your kitchen, on the kitchen range. Here you can see we're using the aerosol spray in Steph's oven. Now we let this sit for 10 minutes, let it do its magic, and you can actually see the dirt starting to come up. And then we just used a little green scrubby pad and cleaned it up and rinsed it really well. Perfect. And next is my stovetop, and this stuff really worked to take off all that baked on grease around the burners. It was absolutely perfection. I couldn't believe how well it did. And the last thing is that greasy, awful filter that catches all that dirt and grease. We just take it out, we put it in the sink, add a little bit of water, put on the foam, and let it sit for a few minutes. I scrubbed it with a little bristle brush and rinsed it really well and clean.
Number 2, a garage floor. So we have a nice vinyl coating on our garage floor, but it gets dirty and there's some nice grime here that really need to be cleaned up. So you can see Mom sprayed on the SuperClean product and she was able to just wipe it right up.
Number 3, baked on grease. I don't know about you, but I like to keep my sheet pans clean, so I just sprayed this on this baked on grease, let it sit for just a few seconds, wiped it up, and it was gone, nice and clean.
Yes. Number 4, Crocs. Okay, they are not a fashion statement, but I actually wear Crocs when I take my dog out to the backyard and when I do some yard work, I will use them. So they have been getting dirty, and all we did was spray the aerosol on the Crocs, and you can see just after a couple of minutes, they look brand new.
Number 5, a kid's table. As you can see, this table has crayons and markers and sticky stuff, and I decided to try the SuperClean on it, and you know what? It absolutely worked.
Number 6, chairs. So these are some vinyl type chairs that Mom has that she recently got, some vintage chairs, and it was really hard to tell, but there was just a layer of dirt, and you can see in these 2 side-by-side pictures that it really got this nice and clean.
Number 7, and you know what? I think this is my favorite application. I use silicone sheet pan liners all the time, and there's not much you can do to keep those things clean. They're just, even if you wash them, it still has that layer of grease on it. So I tried the SuperClean, lifted it on for just a few seconds, cleaned it up, cleaned it with a little bit of soapy water, and you know what? They're squeaky clean now.
What we learned. All right, so we've actually, like we've been saying, we've been trying out these different products and we've been really impressed with how well they clean. They're actually, I think they started in the automotive kind of world, and they're really good for grease. Like that's the big use for them. So as you can see, we use a lot of grease applications, but they're used for a wide range of things. One thing that is kind of a little annoying to me is that some products that you use, you have to dilute this, which is not a huge deal, but it's kind of annoying that you can't just spray it on everything. So what we've actually come up with is we've actually just created 3 different bottles where you put little labels on them for the different dilution. So we always have the different versions diluted. There's also a 3rd one. So there's a 3-in-1 that's good for different applications like carpets, tools, plastic furniture. There's diluting it 16-to-1, and that's diluting with water, is good for other applications. So they have a whole dilution chart on the website that we'll put a link to so you can see the things that you can clean with, but it also tells you how to dilute it so you don't, some things can't be used with full strength.
Well, it's important to know, and they point this out all through the literature, is just don't let it dry in anything. So you spray it on, let it work, don't let it dry, and always clean it up with a little bit of water and dry it up, and you're good.
Yeah, and always test it on a small area, like
yes.
you know, with many products. And so these are basically the same product, but this is in the foam version, which we've really liked. But we use them both interchangeably. And a big thing is knowing where can I use this. And what we've learned is you can use it on a lot of things, like we've shared today. But I'd really highly recommend going to their Instagram feed because they post a lot of different pictures of ways people are using this product that will give you some great ideas for the applications.
And now for the giveaway details.
So we are actually going to pick 3 winners, and each winner is going to get 4 different SuperClean products. You're also going to get a SuperClean hat and t-shirt. So that will be sent to you from SuperClean, but we will do the giveaway here, and it's going to be open for 2 weeks. So make sure you enter now. There'll be a link in the description.
Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to see what you SuperClean.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. You love the purple, right?
I do
mean,
love
the
the
purple
purple.
is my favorite
The only
part.
thing that would make it better is if they had a little blue in there, but
Yeah, I mean,
that.
but I'm a big fan.
I think it's good stuff.
It really is.
We've been using it for actually a couple of months now.
Yeah.
And I actually cleaned this table with it right before we started.